June here at the Suffolk County Farm and Education Center located in Yaphank, Long Island. Not too far from you, maybe 15-20 minutes. Sorry we couldn't be together today because of the incoming weather, but we thought it might be fun for you to take a little visit of the animals that you would have missed today. So I'm going to give you a clue. Our first animal that I'm going to pick up for you to meet sounds like this. Are you ready?
Quack, 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 quack.
Is that a cow? No. What do you think that is? You're right. It's a duck. So wait 1 minute while I go get one of my friends out of their pen, and I'll introduce you. Here I am, everybody, with my friend Chocolate. And Chocolate is a duck. She's very special. She's actually called an Indian runner duck. Now, I want all you boys and girls to feel your fingernail. That is what her mouth feels like. We call this her bill. Everybody say bill, okay? And she actually uses her flat side of the bill to rub some oil that she has on her feathers and spread them out. That's what makes her waterproof. And when they do that, we call that preening. Can everybody say preening? And you'll notice on her bill, she's got little holes here, all right? That's her nose, so she can breathe in and out, just like we have 2 nostrils. Now, if you look down, she's got really funny feet. We call them webbed feet. And it kind of feels like a fruit roll-up if you've ever had one of those. If you never had one of those, then take your thumb and forefinger and feel the skin right here. It feels very similar. And this helps them swim very, very fast. Okay, those are her webbed feet. And then she's got her little ducky tail. Okay. And maybe I should put her in this little pool there and you can see what she does. Now, she doesn't have fur on her body and she doesn't have hair on her body. Can anybody guess what covers her whole body? I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter F. And if you guess feathers, you are right. So I'm going to put Chocolate down now, and she's going to have some fun with all of her other duck friends. Okay? All right, girls. All right, girls. Ooh, she's loving it. All right, Chocolate, have a good swim with your friends. See you later. Welcome back, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed Chocolate and her friends. I have another feathered friend who has feathers, beautiful spotted feathers all over her body. And she is a chicken. She happens to be a girl chicken. And what do you think we call a girl chicken? I'm going to give you another hint. It starts with the letter H. It has a ha, ha sound. Can you guess? If you said hen, you're right. And she is cackling and talking, and she makes something very special for us. Something that you might have for breakfast, or something that you may use to bake a cake. Do you know what that is? If you guessed egg, you're right. She'll lay 1 egg a day, and she happens to be a brown egg layer. Some of our hens, they'll lay white eggs, some brown, some pink, some blue, and some green. It depends what breed they are. Now, she's got something kind of funny on top of her head, and that sort of feels like that skin between your thumb and your forefinger. That's called her comb. And underneath, there's more soft skin called her wattle. That actually helps her keep warm in the winter and cool in the summer. I know. And instead of a bill, boys and girls, she has a beak. And she likes to peck around and pick up seeds and insects. So she eats all different kinds of food. Maybe some of you have chickens at home. Okay. But I have to tell you, she has a boyfriend. I know, a hen having a boyfriend? Her boyfriend is called a rooster. And he doesn't make sounds like her. He does this. Can you all cock-a-doodle-doo like a rooster? Now, a lot of you think that the rooster does this to wake the farmer up, but I have a secret for you. He does that to actually keep other animals and people away. He's very protective. Sort of like if you have a dog at home and it barks when a stranger comes to your door, they're doing their job, all right, that's what a rooster does. He's telling everybody to stay away from his girlfriend. So I'm gonna put her back, and you can probably see some of our other friends in there. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. Okay. You know what I'll do? I will chase them out, and you can see all the different kinds that we have. Come on, everybody. There we go. There we go, girls. And they get some special grain at the farm made up of corn. And if Miss June throws it, they'll all go after it, you see? Come on, chickens. Come on, chickens. Come on, all you beautiful hens. This one, I think, needs a manicure. Her nails are very long. And they use their feet to scratch for those seeds and those insects. So the next time you see a chicken, boys and girls, tell them that you say hi and you've learned something about them. Okay? So let's move on and see some other animals that we have here on the farm. Hi there again, boys and girls. Miss June here with another favorite farm friend. These do not have feathers. These have hair all over their body, and you can see their beautiful faces. These are dwarf Nigerian goats. And two of them over here, two of them over there are goat kids. Yes, that's right, kids, just like we call you kids. And we call you kids because you sound like baby goats. So when Miss June counts to 3, I want everybody to pretend they're a goat. You're gonna go, ma, ma. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's right. Ma, ma. Okay. So these babies are still drinking milk from their mommies, because that's what they do when they're born and they're growing nice and strong. And when they grow up, they'll be able to make something very special for us. I'll give you a clue. They'll be able to make something like a cow makes. What does a cow make for us? Come on, something that we can make ice cream out of, and milkshakes, and cheese. I think you like all of those things. And yogurt. If you guessed goat milk, you are right. I mean, how many of you might have goat cheese at home that you've tried? How many of you eat yogurt? So they will produce milk when they get older and they have little babies, right? You want to say hello? How old are you? 2 months? This one has beautiful blue eyes like his mommy and beautiful funny ears. Oh, he thinks I'm a baby bottle. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, 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 that doesn't taste too good, my friend. Okay, where's Mama? Here's Mama with her 2. This is Lorelei, and those are her 2 babies. And this one is, they're both twins, and that one's snuggling with her mommy. So you have to come down to the farm and see the goats, because we have so many goats here. These are just the smallest ones we have. But we have a lot of dairy goats, all right? And they're over there. The girls are eating in the shade. So next time you come to the farm, come and visit us. Come and visit our goat friends, okay? I'll see you in a minute. Hi again, boys and girls. How are you? Miss June here, and guess where I am? Did you guess the animal with the hair all over its body? If you guessed pigs, you are right. These are the smartest animal on the farm. And these are actually babies. And so everybody say piglet. All right, and we have many different colors of piglets today, and they have very, very sensitive noses. How many of you can count your senses, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we use our ears for hearing, and pigs have very keen hearing. We use our eyes for seeing. Pigs kind of need eyeglasses. They don't see very well, but Mother Nature gave them the ability to smell everything. They have very, very sensitive smell. Ooh, they're smelling my shoes. And they're actually using their mouth to taste my shoes, because they use their mouth to identify things. They're very, what we call very oral, okay? So these babies, some of them are brothers and sisters. There's 2 different sets. I'm sure many of you might have a brother or a sister at home, but if I told you that we had a litter of 21, do you have 21 brothers and sisters at home? I don't think so. Oh, they really love my shoes. Maybe they smell the ducks or the goats that we visited before. Okay. Do you think they run fast? Because if you say yes, you are actually right. And they do something very interesting. If you look over there, I'm sure many of you boys and girls went in the sprinkler this week, or swam in the pool or at the beach, because we get sweaty and overheated. Well, the reason why we sweat is to cool our bodies off. Pigs can't sweat, so they need the water or they need mud to roll around in to keep cool. They also use the mud for sunscreen. How many of you boys and girls, I'm sure, you have to wear sunscreen when you go outside? Well, my pigs wear sunscreen too, but we call that mud. So, if you have any questions about pigs, but you can't ask me, so you're gonna have to look that up with your parents. Okay? Come and visit us at the farm. There's many more. The mommies are inside hiding in the shade. Oh boy, but they're eating my shoes, so I gotta get out of here. I will see you later. All right, everybody, calm down. See you in a little bit. Hello there again, boys and girls. I have another farm favorite with me. Can you guess what it is? They've got very long ears. They have a cute little cottontail. And they wiggle their nose to smell. Everybody wiggle their nose. Now I want everybody to jump up and down and put your rabbit ears on, because these are our bunny rabbits. And this particular rabbit has a sister, like many of you might, and they're called lionhead rabbits. This particular rabbit, her name is Flower, and she has a sister named Faye. And there's a picture of her sister. They look very different. They're different colors. But guess what their favorite song is? Maybe you can help me. Are you ready? Everybody put their rabbit ears on. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulders like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low? Good job, everybody. We're going to take a little ride around the farm and meet just a couple more. We're going to pass by and say hi to. Say bye, Flower. Bye-bye. Hi, boys and girls. Guess where we are? We're out at the pasture towards the side and the back of the farm. Oh, and we have some friends that go moo. That's right, boys and girls. These are just some of our cows on the farm. We talked about cows a little bit when we were talking about producing milk. All right, now none of these cows are producing milk right now because they have to have a baby first called a calf. And if you've never milked a cow, I'm going to show you a little trick. If you take your thumb and hold it upside down and give it a squeeze, all right, and pretend you're filling up a big bucket of milk, you can churn it into ice cream, you can make it into cheese, you can churn it into butter, and you can even make your own yogurt. Now, chocolate milk does not come from a chocolate cow. Chocolate comes from the cocoa bean, and that comes from a plant. Some people think there's chocolate cows, but there's not. Now, I would imagine in a little while, you're gonna find most of my cows, some of them are already laying down, because they say when the cows lay down, rain's coming in, they like to save a dry spot for themselves. You'll notice that they have nice long tails too, because the flies are bothering them, and they use their tails as fly swatters. And they're out here eating all the grass, all right? That's called grazing. And they seem to be pretty happy today, except for the flies. All right, I think we're going to go and visit. Let's see if we can find the sheep in the pasture. We'll just take a quick view of the sheep. And there's a pony I'd like you to meet, if that's okay with you. All right, let's move on. Hi, boys and girls. Now we're back at the sheep pasture. So you guessed it, these are sheep. And you're probably saying, why is their wool so long? Sheep do get sheared before summer. However, these are lambs. Normally we don't shear a lamb because they need that lamb's wool to fill in nice and thick for the winter time, so that could keep them warm, just like your sweaters keep you warm. So these are babies, and a lot of them are twins, and they're living very happily with our baby goats. And if you can see here, I don't know if you can see from here, but that round black part of our eye called the pupil, sheep and goats have a rectangular pupil. It's like a long square shape. They can see everything around them. So if you want to try something, you can stand straight and put your hands out in front of you. And then as you're looking forward, slowly move your hands out all the way around, and eventually our hands disappear and we can't see them. But if you were a sheep or a goat, they see like parents and teachers. They can see all around them. Mother Nature gave them the ability to run from predators and to protect themselves. That's right. If you've noticed that many of our animals have tags in their ears, just like you or I might have a first and last name or a student number or an address and a phone number, that's their identification tag. You might even have a dog that has an identification tag. This must be the sister coming to get the other one. Okay. They're very hot, so they're just gonna stay in the shade. I don't have food for you, sweetie. Got them trained, huh? You gotta come down to the farm, boys and girls, and feed special food to our sheep that we have here. All right, we're gonna stop at our ponies. So before, excuse me, before we say bye-bye. Hi there again, boys and girls. Miss June here with one of my favorite animals, and actually one of the tallest animals on the farm other than horses and cows. We have Paulie over here with the spots all over him, and we have Steeler. And Steeler and Paulie are called llamas, and they're from a very far away place called South America, and they're actually from a cold climate of the Andes Mountains. So they're used to ice and snow and climbing up mountainsides. So in the summertime, we have to give them haircuts, and we call that shearing. Normally they have a lot of fiber, everybody say fiber, on their body, and you can see by their legs that they still have the fiber down by their legs, but in the middle of their body they get too hot up here in this part of the country. How many of you would wear your winter coats today? I don't think that you would. Well, they don't want to either. So llamas make good pets, and they actually carry things. They can carry 1/3 of their weight. So someone your size could definitely ride a llama, although my llamas aren't trained for that. But they can carry things on their backs, sort of like what a donkey would do. They're very sure-footed, and they have babies, and their babies are called crias. Now, I want all you boys and girls to stick your tongues out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You notice my llamas didn't do that? Because llamas' tongues are attached, so they can't lick a lollipop, they can't lick an ice cream cone, and they communicate differently because of that. So they actually have a spitting sound that they might make when they're upset, and that's what they teach their... I think you're cute too. He's trying to be close to me. If you'll notice that they have these split lips, and they love to eat leaves out of the trees. If I could pull a branch down, let me see. Oh yeah. So we call that a browsing animal. Okay. So they're eating an oak leaf right now. All right. So if you think about it, with their long necks, they might remind you of a giraffe a little bit. Of course, we don't have them eat all the trees on the farm. Farmer John grows hay to feed them. Oh, here, let's feed them, boys and girls. You want? So they use their lips as fingers. You don't want that? He's talking. He's humming. When he gets excited or nervous, he will make a hum. Can everybody hum? Steeler, you like it. You don't want any? So these are our friends from South America, Paulie and Steeler. If you come to the farm to visit, you can come to the back, and we have 4 of them. We even have a little girl here too now. All right, so come and visit us, visit the llamas. If you come to the farm, you can visit all the animals, the cows and the horses. But we're gonna see one more special animal before we go. So I'm gonna take their leads off, and we'll see you in a little bit. You ready, boys? Can I take this off of you now? Yep. Hi, boys and girls. Miss June here again. We're visiting some of our ponies. They're quite beautiful. And you might notice that some of them have a funny thing over their face that is actually shielding their eyes from the flies, their faces. They don't like getting bitten just like nobody else does. Apparently it doesn't bother these guys much. And they're grazing just like we saw the sheep grazing in the grass. And I want you to think about something. Some of you might ride horses, but many, many years ago, before we had school buses, before we had cars, horses and ponies and donkeys and mules were our transportation. Everybody say that big word, transportation. Of course, we all have cars now, and trucks, and buses, and trains, and planes, so we don't utilize horses and ponies anymore to get around. Farmer John has a tractor to plow the fields, so we don't have to worry about having them pull a plow to plant our food, but we can ride them for pleasure riding. They can be very, very good pets. And you'll notice again, they're using their tails as a fly swatter as well. Well, we're going to wrap it up, boys and girls. I'm so glad you got to join me at the farm with some of our farm animals. Sorry we couldn't be there today, but you should grab your families and come down. We're open 7 days a week from 9 to 3. We have family campouts that you can register for. We have food truck nights. So there's a lot of things happening at the farm. So do come down and visit us, and hopefully we'll see you at the library as well real soon. All right? As my favorite sheep would say, bye-bye.